Well, the battle of fisheries during the Brexit negotiations are still ongoing, and we have the latest leaked document from the government showing that things could escalate even more in an event of a no deal Brexit. So essentially, what the government have done back in the summer in July, they prepared this worst case scenario document where they said that the world is going to end, and as usual, if no deal happens. But part of this document is showing how the UK waters, which should be part of our rights as a sovereign, independent nation as of December and January, could actually still be a major kind of element of this whole kind of post-Brexit life, because the French fishermen and the Dutch are not really giving up. They still want access, and we might have a situation where they would essentially invade our territories illegally. And the documents, actually, we have the parts of it here. It's talking about how EU and UK fishers could clash over the lost access to historic fishing grounds, and there could be a significant uplift in illegal fishing activities and disruptive behaviour. I mean, this is not a surprise, but it shouldn't be like this. We know that the negotiations are still ongoing. We have a couple of weeks left when it comes to the deadline that David Frost has set for Michel Barnier and the European Union. But the real deadline, end of the transition period, is end of December. And but this document is outlining the expected battle plans. So from next year, the government expects EU vessels to target the high-value mackerel fishery in Scottish waters, but also it's going to have a situation between in southern North Sea, English Channel, but also the Celtic Sea. So you got a situation where the English side, the Scottish side, the Irish side, the Northern Irish side, is all going to be in play. Now, they say that this is likely to cause anger and frustration in the UK, the catching sector, particularly if our enforcement response is not perceived to be robust or visible enough. Similar to what we've had with the border force with illegal migration. If it's not robust or visible, there's a problem there. Now, this could obviously lead to clashes between fishing vessels and an increase in non-compliance in the domestic fleet. So that's one thing. And also the way Emmanuel Macron, as French president, but also the Dutch government have been saying that without any compromise, if there's no tiny bit of compromise, they're not going to obviously give us a trade deal. And that's the language they use, because it shouldn't be like that. This is not the European Union giving us a trade deal. It's two obviously separate partners giving each other a trade deal. No one is giving anyone else. They're doing them a favor or something. So that's the whole problem that we have, and the latest update that we have on this issue. Over the next few days, we expect to hear more from the UK government on this situation. So I will obviously keep you guys posted on this channel, because the mainstream media won't really give you any of this because they don't care. But we are the media, and we're doing it here. Let's go to the questions that we receive on a weekly basis from the members of the channel on this issue and other stories that we've had over the last week. If you want to become a member and obviously get all these perks, check out the link in the description, or just go on youtube.com/myitc/join. First question, Kay Dyer. I agree with Andrew Walker. We should repeal the current so-called agreement and not be committed to any part of it. What is your view, Kath? So, yeah, obviously, I'm guessing you're talking about the Brexit, the withdrawal agreement. I fully agree. At this point, if there's no agreement on an actual trade deal, which is not political, there's no political alignment or any of that, then the withdrawal agreement has to go. And the good thing about the internal market bill is there to be used as a deterrent if the whole thing goes down. But again, we need to make sure that the Boris Johnson's government actually act on it instead of last minute making a U-turn. They have been making U-turns a lot recently, but with Brexit so far, they've been quite robust. Next question is from Bob. Would it not be possible to modify the asylum laws so that we do not grant asylum to anyone who enters the UK from a safe country? Anyone trying just gets returned. So I just published a video just before this at 5:45 about Priti Patel's new legislation, the new obviously proposals that she has. She's had a good rhetoric over the last couple of months, but we have not seen any action from Home Office. Her new proposal, her new legislation that will come through, and we're going to have more details on that in the next few weeks, will actually do this. She has said that, she's going to be ending this whole the regime of illegal migration that has not really worked for our country. David says, who will replace Charles Moore as candidate for the headship of the BBC? Yeah, so we did hear the sad news that Charles Moore has actually pulled out of the race when it comes to heading the BBC. Charles Moore is sound. He's always been critical of the BBC. We have heard some criticism from other big names like Andrew Neil and a few others who have said Charles Moore was great, but he probably didn't know much about the broadcast media aspects of the industry. But he was Boris's obviously preferred candidate, so I'm guessing they're going to have to go behind someone equally as sound, I guess. Otherwise, there's absolutely no hope for the BBC, and we're going to have to defund it. So Kizzy Powell says, hi, do you think if Biden wins, we will lose our trade deal opportunity with the US? Right now, this is making we want Trump to win. Kizzy, well, you're right, because this is not really a theory. Joe Biden has publicly already said that he's taking the EU side on this issue. He's already sent a warning to the UK government on the way we are planning potentially to manage no deal Brexit. With the Trump administration, they are openly obviously supportive. They have said that they want to have a trade deal with the UK with or without a Brexit deal. And I don't really trust Biden or the Democrats when it comes to this issue. So I think on this particular point, with all its flaws, I'm actually supporting Trump for the sake of Britain and our future relationship with America. Christopher says, hi Maya, where did you and Lacey have your antibody tests done? NHS Wales currently not rolling them out, so figure I have to look at the private sector. Yes, actually, well, I mean, I think we're lucky because in London, if you just go on Google, and there are a number of places that you could actually find the antibody tests. There's a number of places in central London. You could actually get them for like £30-40, so that's not actually too bad. But I don't really know about Wales or other parts of the country, so maybe just try Google, I guess. So that's Christopher Matthew says, do you think Man United are going to make top 4 this season, seeing as we failed to sign Sancho and a decent centre back? Right, I'm not going to answer this question because we had a really tough day yesterday, and I'm not really... yeah, some of you obviously have been quite upset that I support Man United. I don't care. Some clubs, because I'm not really from Manchester, you know that, so I've been getting all the attacks, but I always say some clubs are local and some clubs are global. And Man United are one of those. Yeah, no, Man U are not going to do well unless they get rid of a number of people. So let's go to the next question. Philip Page says, Maya, just wondered why you never answer any of my questions. Yeah, how rude of me. Apologies for that, because we get a lot of questions every week, and we just pick up a few. I actually did go through the last couple of weeks. I didn't find an actual question that you sent this week. I went through last week, there wasn't a question, but 2 weeks ago you had a question, I found it. So Philip, you said, do you think Boris's days are numbered? The Backbench 1922 committee and some Tory donors are unhappy with the way he's obviously managed the whole situation. Also, as the media, how come you have remained relatively silent on this subject over the past 6 months? I'm pretty sure the majority of our subscribers could actually back me up on this, that's basically the only thing I've been talking about for the past 6 months, with the lockdown, giving you guys the updates and also criticizing the government when it comes to the mismanagement of the situation. If you just go on the video section, scroll down, over the last 6 months, that's basically mostly what I've been talking about, Philip. But I'll be doing more in the next few weeks and months, because this whole situation is getting completely out of hand, and Boris is, the people around him and the whole team haven't been helpful, as you know it. But yeah, keep the questions coming in. I'll try to find your questions next week as well, Philip. Lynn Williams says, many comments reflect my worries that the Biden win will be bad for the UK, trade-wise, and our government will sell us down the river with regards to fishing rights. Would it be better if we still go for a no deal? You guys know that I'm a free trader. I always prefer to have a free trade deal. But if there's not going to be any proper actual trade deal without political alignment aspects to it, then no deal. No deal it is. I'm a W2 Brexiteer, clean Brexit. We don't want any of this mess. Let us go. Thank you everyone for your questions this week, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you're not new, you've been enjoying the content, then become a member. Check out the link in the description and get your perks. And don't forget to send in your video Q&As. The link, also the details in the description. You could either send us a WhatsApp message, video. Don't send us text messages. That's not my private number. Some people have been sending me text messages. I don't actually read them. With the system we have, it just goes straight to WhatsApp. The videos are downloaded automatically. So do a 20-second selfie video, ask your question, either WhatsApp it or send me an email, and I'll answer in the next video. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.